Hey guys, welcome back to the Physio Exchange with myself and Cara. Cara, what's the question for today?
So, one of the coaches, a running coach I treat, has come to me and asked me if one of their athletes has come to physio for the injury. And I said, no, the athlete hasn't been yet. But over time, what I've found is that patients or athletes don't like coming to physio because they feel like the physio is going to tell them they can't exercise and obviously do their sport. So they try to delay coming to physio for as long as possible. And then obviously the inevitable happens, they have to come in for treatment. But then they're so far down the line after the injury, whereas if they come sooner, recovery and rehab could have started earlier after injury. So that's what I would like to discuss today.
Okay, so what's your views on this?
So specifically with runners, like the coach was asking me about his athletes, if an athlete comes in, if a runner comes in and they've got a lower limb injury, we might say, yes, you can't run, but there are many other things that you can do. We want to take the load off of the, say, for example, it's the knee or the ankle, and we might say you can't run, but you can definitely go on a bike, depending on the injury. You can swim, you can go on elliptical, you can do any other aerobic exercise or cardiovascular exercise without loading the injured structure too much. For anyone that does upper body or upper limb intense exercise or sport, they might be able to do something else like run or cycle as well, instead of lifting weights or participating in their upper limb activity.
Yeah, 100%. I think especially the higher up you go in level of sport, elites and pros, um, getting told that they have to take 6 weeks off is not really an option. It's either I'm out for, let's say, for example, I see a lot of combat athletes, I'm out for this fight, or I can get through this camp and be prepared, or I have a major event. Can I make it? Yes or no? Because I can't not train
Exactly.
for my event, and I think that's the big fearful part. I'm going to take an example with myself and Pumelelo Mushlongu, preparing for world champs, has a torn hamstring, and we're nursing it back to health, but good communication between the athlete, the coach, telling him, okay, we're going to train at 60% and then slowly ramp it up. I'd rather get you to the starting line at full force than blowing it during training. So coming in, actually getting sound professional advice and trying to work out the pros and cons for their training, can kind of get the whole team to decide, well, this is not going to be a good outcome, or we can actually pull this off. So a lot of my athletes also say we rather sacrifice a session than a season. So getting that sound medical advice, you don't always have to listen to us, but we always want the best for the athlete. So coming in and actually seeing how bad this injury is, and like I said, we always say manage a niggle so it doesn't become an injury that puts you out for a long period of time. Yeah.
Yeah, so to sum up, our advice would be come in as soon as possible, get our advice. We work together with your coach and your team, and we might take the load off from your sport, but you're always able to do something else. And you might still be able to do your sport, but at less intensity that you were doing previously, and slowly building up to where you need to be. And trying to get you to the start pain free rather than still nursing the injury.
All right. Okay. I hope that little discussion helped not only coaches out there, but also the athletes to kind of take a deep breath, come have your injury checked out, and kind of see it might not be even something that serious. So guys, if you have any questions, please go to the website coastplayphysio.co.za, head to the podcast link and drop a question. Thanks guys. See you next time on the Physio Exchange.